give those guys a little rundown on what's going on with that piece of wood.
He's just filling up here. We got a tree. It's got root rot. You can see the conchs on her. It's all of its limb weight is out forward and oh, where's my finger? Out that way. And we're gonna put her up in the field there. So I'll set you guys up for the undercut.
Friends, good morning. I just want to take 2 seconds here and thank all my viewers and friends from around the world, the UK today. I just want to give a big shout out to the UK, all around the UK. I love you people, Gainsies, and just everybody out there that comes here and shares their heart with us and supports the channel and what we're doing here. So to the UK, I love you people, and I appreciate your presence on this channel. Thank you all. Friends, there's a lot of great things on the internet for people to learn, and there's also some stuff that's not so good. And ramming your dogs into logs and stumps, I don't know where that's come from or where you picked it up, but if you only knew what that was doing to your saw, you wouldn't think you're so cool. When you got a puddle of oil sitting on your floor of your shop and you're wondering where it's coming from, well, that right there is going to be the culprit. Friends, that's called power saw abuse. And if you buy your own power saws, you won't do that. But that is abusive to your power saw. If you only knew what that was doing to your saw, you wouldn't do it. It's not cool. It's actually very unsmart. We rest our saws over the log and give it a little tweak on the fuel so that if we got to go do something or get something, the saw doesn't go rattling off the thing and rolling down the bank or something. It's a place to put your saw when you're doing something else. But this ramming your undercuts out with your dogs and slamming it ain't smart. Put it that way.
It's all up the tree. That stuff is a spore. It's a mushroom.
Done you some
good. Get that stump and jump up good.
Okay, friends, you saw this tree go down already. I made a video on this one tree because it was crazy. It was a 4.5 foot stump, and I added it in that school marm hanging off the side of it. See the seam in it there? Kind of right dead square in the middle of the screen. You'll see a kind of a dark part of the bark. Well, that's a seam, and it goes up into another little tree that grows up beside that one, probably 90 foot, close to 100 foot. It's actually a tall tree that's sucked off the side of this thing. But you've seen it go down, so I'm just going to rip right through it and move on. I'll just do a speed right through it here.
That tree's tall. It goes way up there, friends. Way up. These are big pieces of timber. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe, I don't know, just maybe incorporate the undercut a little bit into that tree and then smack it in the back, go in the back, you know what I mean, friends? Just right there, you see that? I'll go in the back, and if it starts to sit on me, I'll just prop it up with a wedge and then I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's a big cut though. There we go. That's gotta be 4 foot.
4'5".
4'5". So it's nice timber, eh? Big, all 4 foot stuff, 3.5, 4 foot. This here's, this guy here's a little.
Try and bang this out.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
I think it'll go.
I don't even think it'll need a bang.
I think Andy's could tackle this thing.
I'm sure you could, but you're not going to.
It's not that bad. I'm completely confident I could do this.
Is it so, Reg? Is it Reginald, regional, or Reginald? No, it's Reg, mate. That's all. Just Reg. I love Reg. We went on a walk with Reg. He took us up the Carmana there to go search some big trees and Walbrand. We were cruising through the Walbrand and I says to him, it's on video. I says, Reg, so like, is it Reginald? Is that your name? He goes, no, mate, it's Reg. That's it. Just Reg. That's all. Me and Hogan howled. Love you, Reg. We got to get to that big tree, that Chihuahua. You got to take us there. We need a guide. Friends, I'm nervous. Straight up. I'm just going to give it to you straight. I'm nervous here. I know the boy can do it. I love to throw him in wherever I can. And I know you folks love watching him grow and get into these bigger trees and stuff. If there was failure here, the consequences are devastating. Devastating. Horrible. The turkey might even take a beating down there and the chickens and that. It's just horrible. So, we have this pattern, me and him, where he gets on the stump and I watch him. And I've been practicing on staying back and just letting him go. But my thing is, if I see him doing something that could be detrimental to the project, I'm coming in. And he knows that. He knows that. I say, hey, son, but he hates it when I'm in there. And I get it. I get it. So we've come so far. We've come so far. And the reason we've come far is because his skills are getting better. He don't even like me doing this. He doesn't, he just wants to just, move along. He's not Mr. Camera Guy. He's not Mr. This and that. But this is serious business, friends. The boy wants to tackle this big tree. So I give it to him. I mean, I wanted to be in the driver's seat on this one just because of where it was at. But I knew he could handle it. So we throw him in. We throw him in here. And I'm watching him. I'm watching him. I'm staying on him. And I'm practicing staying back. But I want him to understand what fiber is going to do. What's the low side going to do? This tree's leaning at you. Let's say it's leaning at you. We need it over there. But there's weight up in the limbs, limb weight, that will help us do that. It's got to be pushed properly, though. I don't think this would be a smart move to go down and just wipe out your bottom side and leave up this big plate, because what it can do is cave back. And now you're banging and banging. There's root rot issues. You know what I mean? So my mind is a little nervous. Let's get into it and watch this boy take it.
I'm 100% confident I could do this. Come on.
Well, look at the weight out the front.
Yeah.
But it's got to go, you've got to bring this wood in even. I don't even like this.
No, I could probably do a bit of a higher stump.
I'm thinking high stump and get out of this.
I cut from this side, go above there.
And we got this wind, but the wood's got to come in even. It can't, because it's heavy and low on this bottom side.
Yeah, so you don't want to just...
You don't just want to go wipe out your bottom and then creep around.
Yeah.
You kind of do. You kind of do, but...
You cut in a bit, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, look at this stump. See what I did here? I left a big post. I cut it off now, but look at... See this, son? There's a big post I left. It pulled it away. That's quite common. You'll see guys do that. Come around... They sight up, right, to their undercut. They bore, or not bore, they just keep cutting. You can actually bring that tip right through there and wipe that out. But the fear is you'll cut your holding wood off on your corner. So it's just, you know.
I got this, man.
I knew you'd get grabby today.
I got this one. What, are you going to I've cut one tree down. What do you mean
Two?
grabby?
You got two.
Well, 2 pecker poles and 1 tree.
So,
we're putting it kind of diagonal to the fence, eh?
no, up more.
More up?
Yeah, that wood's, all this is going to pull it out. Easy, pull it out. So, yeah, you kind of are.
Kind of short tree right there.
No, not that far.
Not
No,
that
shoot,
far?
no. Towards the corner of the timber out there.
That's where
Not here. No, well, I thought you meant right here.
No, I'm pointing like straight up there.
Yeah, I want it up on this hump.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm it should come out no problem.
I don't think it's going to be an issue.
It's not going to be an issue. I'm just wanting to cut it. These limbs are going to help. So you're just losing your bar now.
Yeah.
So how's it looking?
Well, I got to pull back, side up, and then I'll finish.
So, friends, if there's no consequences for failure, I just stand back, usually. You know, I do. I'll stand back and just watch him, and if he's doing something that's going to be detrimental to the project, I step in. And I've been able to stay out. Like, it's one of these things we joke about. Like, he's like, stay out of here. Let me do this. And I says, if I see you, something's happening, I'm coming in. And we have an agreement. It's simple stuff. The communication thing. We do pretty good. But actually we talk about it later. Like, if I came in, like, if, you know, it's usually on stuff there's consequences for failure. Like here, there's horrible consequences for failure. But I know he knows more than this now. So I've got confidence in him. I'm standing back. I'm really working on saying nothing. But friends, you have to understand, your first cut is your most important cut. It is. I don't care who you are and where you're from. Your first cut is your most important cut when you cut a tree down. It's your gunner, it's your depth, it's your everything. So this is good stuff. This is good stuff.
That's a 65, friends. You know that, right? That's looking pretty good. Reasons. This old wound right here is one reason. On big trees like this, friends, scribe a line. Just scribe a line. He's doing a nice job.
So friends, it went well. It went very well. We always talk about our work after. It's important that you understand what you're doing. To just do something and blindly go, oh, neat, it worked out. That's not good enough here. He needs to understand what the fibers are doing and what cutting on the low side is going to do to the tree's dynamic, or what the high wood would do. The high wood, which is up on the right there, helps the tree move into its lean. We talk about it lots. So I'm not going to pick this thing apart right now. It's a tad deep, but that helped actually in this scenario. I don't want to go explaining everything right now. He did a very good job. We talk about it. The deep undercut actually helped here. He's probably 40%. It helped it cave it in on itself and get it up that hillside. So he done a real nice job. I'm proud of him.
The thing is you once you settled in over there, son, you poked your tip in and you had 10 inches of unreachable wood. Mm-hmm. That's why you go over and get it first. Yeah. All that weight and everything pulled that thing out. So let's go bone it out. Good job, kid. Very nice job. But you see how you utilized the lean?
Yeah, if we had a shot up there, we would have been cracking wedges.
And if you had came down and ate all this lower wood up like this,
now it's
squeaking here.
On the back side.
It really is.
It took me a while to understand what you were saying there, because I always think, well, I don't have enough bar. Go get your low side, because then you don't have to go down there. But it's like, we're not on a side hill where there's a cliff there. So
every situation,
have to go down to the low side.
Yeah, that's right. But every situation is a little different. It's just here, you had weight pulling you. in. So I always tell guys, feed that into it. Get all that wood pushing.
It took me a minute to realize what you meant by that. Like, it's always, you've been saying that since I started, and it took me a while to kind of realize, like,
feed your wood evenly.
yeah.
Because yes, on a 7-8 foot tree, you come and you go get it.
Yeah.
You go get that low wood because
You don't
there's
wanna
so
be
much
down
wood there.
Yeah, and you don't want to be down there when it's.
But on a 3 or
cut
4
up.
foot, something like this, when you got to be bang on. You nailed your shot. But do you know what I'm saying, son, about feeding?
Yeah.
So that was a nice job. You didn't take too much low wood, which was always been my thing with you.
Yeah.
Because it's not a bad thought process. The bad part is some guys will come all the way around. They don't even touch this wood, son. They don't even feed any of this wood. They go right around and they now they got all this wood up here.
And you just got a kerf down there.
And you've removed the wood from the low side. Guess what it can do?
Sit right on that.
It can sit on that curve.
Yeah.
So anyway, nice job. Look at what lovely Christine sent old Buck and Billy Ray so that he can wear his merchandise. This is my favorite, one of my favorite designs, this one. This is the old school Buck and Billy Ray design. Look at the font, it's lovely. Christine, thank you for sending me this. Friends, Get the Gullet is one of the channel's, there's my favorite one. One of the channel's biggest accomplishment and most help that has given people. Stand Up and Buck has also helped people. Killinger will attest to that. And I believe Tin Man is experiencing a little bit of stand up and buckishness. This has been such a journey and such a fun time. The Buckin' Army. Would you look at that? I remember when people started saying, we're the Buckin' Army. And I'm like, okay. I didn't say anything. I didn't come on and say, hey, let's be the Buckin' Army. You guys are the Buckin' Army. It was you guys. Friends, this journey has been, thus far, has been amazing. You've watched that young man grow. You watched his first cut. You watched that kid take his first top off a tree. He doesn't like me doing this. He's not into the hoopla. But for me, I'm telling you, this is documenting your life. Your life is extremely important to you and to others. You may not think so, but it is, and we all have a story. And mine is an interesting one, and I'll bet yours is too. And you should be proud of yourself, and you should understand that you belong here no matter what you've done in your past. Forgiveness is so simple to get, friends. Did you know that? You don't have to bow down to nobody. You stop doing the things that make you feel bad and start doing things that make your self-esteem flourish like a flower popping up out of the dirt in the spring. So forgiveness is simple. It is now. I'm sorry. This is not who I am. It was, and I ain't proud of it. And I don't ever want to do that stuff again. And it comes instantly. It takes a while to live in integrity, but that happens when you ask for it too. You didn't know that, eh? Yeah, it's that simple. I'm just letting you know. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Yeah, you can live with integrity now. Integrity now. You don't have to justify your existence to anyone. When people start justifying and freaking out, that means there's been a little poke in the truth muscle, right? So anyway, just a massive, like I said in the video, a massive ups to the UK. Love you guys. Friends, that last picture that I showed you, that's our press.
Any of this stuff, when you pop into buckandbillyray.com and you make a purchase on one of our shirts or mugs or anything or a ball cap, it helps this juggernaut project that we're working on, this blacksmith shop. This is a big help to us now, friends, on this. So this is where all this stuff goes to now. It goes right back into the channel. So if you want to help with the forging project, the lovely way to do that is to grab an old Buck and Billy Ray Stand Up and Buck t-shirt at buckandbillyray.com. Listen to me, I sound like a freaking salesman. If you want your life to explode into exuberance and lovely things, press the link downstairs there, right? Should be down there or there. You know, it's one of those things, friends, you'll see so many different things on the internet, but I'm here to tell you that that link down there is going to change your life. I'm starting to get excited about the wood. Oh, rabbits running around out there. I'm starting to get excited about this thing now. We're going to be making axes, friends. And I've got some big plans. I do. I've got some cool stuff. Hey, Andy. Super cool talking to you the other day. Super cool. It's good to retouch in again. And thank you. That's about it, friends. Just you know, I like this, eh? I like to... Sometimes I miss this. So I want to make sure I do it. So you'll see me interjecting now and again. Over and out. Be kind. And let's not forget the most important thing. Love. Love thy neighbor. Over and out, friends. Be kind.